Welcome to War 11 of Season 25. A little bit late on this. Life and work, Anyone who has a job knows how that can go. Going into this war, I'm still deathless. And, I want to finish the season that way. This first fight, I've done this fight before. I had a crash or disconnect or whatever you want to call it. That killed me, and then I lost my flame on, so I had to do this one without flame on. So this time I had flame on, and I just wasn't really worried about it. The one mistake I think people make with this is they get too into trying to bait special ones. Just push them to a special 2. Like, if you're into flame on, you're fine. And if he wants to throw a special 1, that's fine. And you can see here I kind of just one hit, and I'm just trying to get that bait. As you can see, I take some damage because even with the, the special 2 with the aggression fury, it does a lot of damage. But, it works out pretty decently well. Problem whenever you start baiting the special 1 especially is that aggression fury can get out of control. And then if you do push them to a special 2, if they're up to like 3 or 4 furies, you're just going to die to the block damage and you have to full evade. So, going here into this Section 2 fight, this is the EMP modification and then Rolling Thunder. I'm using Thing here because he's immune to shock. He doesn't counter Professor X's misc mechanic or any of that stuff, so I'm going to have to deal with that. I'm pretty sure I'll mess up a few times, but Thing's a big old bulky boy. You can see I didn't boost terribly high. I didn't think this fight would be that much of an issue. There I went one too many hits, but not a big deal. I really wasn't too worried about this. And every time after he throws a special, I always take a second to remember, oh, yeah, after he throws a special, he's just going to turtle up anyway, so just go ahead and go for it. So here I'm just trying to get a parry so I can then, get the falter off me. And then I was just trying to bait out a special, but he was being a little stubborn. So anytime they do that, push him up a little bit more on the power, and then, keep him going. And you can see here whenever he gets into that, I don't know what you call it, but when he's got 100 charges, he retains a lot of his power. Kind of like Sentinel at full analysis charge. He can retain his power, but then whenever he drops out of it, he loses it. But, I actually prefer dealing with his special 2 because it's super easy to outrange. And overall, this is just a real simple fight. It's just, a little bit time consuming, and, even there, I guess I really didn't mess. Oh, no, that was where I messed up. I knew I messed up somewhere in this. I messed up the evade. You could tell because I went unstoppable. But that was another reason I didn't really use specials in this fight is if you do ever mess up, you just go unstoppable with him, being at high rock stacks. So it's always an added bonus of using Thing in war. Here's Sabertooth, where I'm going to use Thing again. I suppose I could have used Torch on this one, but my Thing was healthy, and he works just fine for this node. This node really isn't anything special. It doesn't have increased regen. That's the reason I kind of looked back and forth at it a few times. I was trying to think of, why would they put Sabertooth here? I think Sabertooth is large, so I guess that's maybe why. But yeah, still, it's just, this is going to be, I probably should have sped this one up, but it's probably just going to be a slow, kind of boring fight. Yeah, I do remember. I started using special 1 to throw the Incinerate on because I am running Despair, and so that will reduce the healing some, plus the Incinerate damage will bypass his regen mechanic, so that'll speed things up a little bit. So I'm going to get this video out tonight, which is Friday for me, and then I'll try to get the last war of the season out sometime Sunday, and we'll see whenever I get the war seasons reward out. That'll probably come middle of the week. Tuesday or Wednesday probably. My schedule got a little bit messed up, so we'll see what it is. But you can see from this fight, it's, pretty simple. There, I missed evade it. You can tell when I mess up with Thing because he'll go unstoppable. It means I didn't quite evade something properly, but you can see here, Thing's just, doing work, and he's just a super safe option with the unstoppable, the protection, and everything. He's a boring fight, don't get me wrong, and you do have to drop suicides with him if you're boosting, but it's, one of those options where people are like, well, he's really boring, he's really slow. Well, yeah, but he's really safe. So sometimes that's just the better option on some of these fights because, I have messed up evading sabertooth special 1, special 2 before, but okay, that one's over finally. Oh, sorry about that one. I really should have sped it up. So, but anyway, here we go into the last fight of this war. There's another reason. This is really the overall reason why I dropped suicides. I kind of thought about leaving them on for everything, but then I remember this fight, and it's just not safe. Just because, Void I would have been into Second Life with Fury within like 20 seconds, so it's just wasn't a smart play. So here I'm going into this fight, and pretty much it's standard 4-hit combo, end in a light. I do need to break myself of that habit. The way I evade is special is like back during the stubborn days, which is you dash out and then you dash back in and block the special. But I've gotten so used to that I don't really try for the full evade. But it's so safe. Like, why not do that? A little bit of block damage, but if you've watched my videos, you see I don't really care about potions. Like, I'd rather, just when I know what I'm doing, just do it. So, pretty easy war for me, really. Nothing really too dangerous. We did beat these guys. This is Apoco Elite Pilots, so you can kind of guess my opinion whenever they've even got it in their darn name. Overall for the season, still deathless. My power rating is 58.58, so it's up there with some of my better seasons, and or I think it is. I'll have to check that afterwards in my season recap. I've got all my past seasons listed, and then PR in the BGs 4 and dropped a little bit, 15 overall for Loki, which means we had some people with some pretty good wars, and it's pretty competitive where I'm at. Y'all have a good one.